What's going on, everybody of WWE 2K Games community or COD community or whatever the hell people call it nowadays? I don't know. Mr. Malachi 360, or for those of you who know me as Malachi, I guess we can go by that as well. And I'm being joined by fellow asshole number 1 and fellow asshole number 2. How you assholes doing?
I'm doing very good.
You what, mate?
I'm just kidding. I'm being joined by the American Tragedy, Donny Octave, and I'm being joined by... Do you have a nickname?
I have plenty of nicknames. Master of Disaster, I guess. You can just go with that.
Okay, Master of Disaster, Seth Blake.
The American Tragedy and the Master of Disaster. Coming onto this podcast, the leaders of the revolution coming to you right now.
Hey, much better.
That's how you do an intro, my friend.
That's how we, don't be stealing my job now. Don't be stealing my job. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to discuss this because I explained this in the last podcast with Rican. And we were all fine with that. And we got a reaction that, honestly, we didn't expect from the first podcast. I was expecting heat and shit. But yeah. But we got a positive reaction from it. So I'm going to say this. All honesty is welcome. All opinions are welcome. If you, the viewer, watching this right now, have a problem with what you might hear, either you can hit the X button or you can hit the dislike button and then hit the X button and proceed to leave the video. But it doesn't matter. We're all having fun here. We're all sitting here chatting, discussing things, answering questions that you guys posted under the thingies on Twitter and yada, yada, yada. So alrighty, we're going to hop right into it, and I guess we can answer some questions when we begin, or
I guess
right
so.
now. Starting with the first question from Lance Frisco. Who even are you guys to have a podcast?
Donnie, you wanna answer that one?
Let me see here.
God damn it, Frisco.
Mr. Frisco.
I guess we can just start by introducing ourselves.
Yes.
I'll let you go, Donnie.
Get people to get who
Get
understand
people
who you guys
accustomed.
are. Yeah.
Sure.
All right, well.
So who the fuck are you, Donnie, to have a podcast?
Yeah. Let's see. I am a guy who, well, I've purposely laid low for quite a while. I kind of technically started in 2K14, but just like I said, laid low. 15 was really where I started to sort of build up, and yeah. I'm also a guy who, FYI, does at least semi-consistent FAM reviews that apparently, even though I never win the review competitions, are good enough to where Ron Buster himself asks me, when are you doing another review?
Wow.
Damn.
So, boom, boom.
All right.
My name is, well, I guess I could just say my real name, because fuck it, I'm Ryan. I've been on WWE games for a while, but I've been doing like this online community shit since like 2K14 too. Started with the competitive ROX. Never really left ROX. Well, no, actually I did plenty of times actually. But I kind of came back to ROX in 2K, I think it was 16, in late 2K16, came back in 17. And now I guess I'm just doing the same thing like fully. I'm not just sticking to ROX. I'm on Future, I'm on IPW, I'm on some more shows to come. And you know, I'm a wrestler in real life, no big deal, shrug. But that's about it really. That's who I am.
It seems like we all started on 2K14 because that's exactly where I started. Like,
Everybody did.
2K14 was the shit back then.
Right.
Man. I swear
No
to God.
kidding, you had all sorts of good match types. You had, you had the story designer. You had all this good stuff. And then all of a sudden they go to freaking next gen shit and just take it all away.
Yep, pretty much. Their
just
idea
cut our balls
for a
off.
story, their idea for a story design. I mean, like it's not bad, but it's kind of like
It's like
It's
on one
kinda,
hand
like,
they give us these
limited.
cutscenes, but the loading
Yeah.
times are so ridiculous. You have to sit there and
Right.
wait like 5 minutes for one backstage segment.
Or but yeah, remember how like back in Story Designer, like if you wanted to come out with like a title, you could pick any title you want.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't even do that anymore.
No,
Wait, you can't do
You
that?
have to come out
No,
with
you can't.
You have to come out with one of the either
In-game
the
titles.
world title or something like that.
Yeah, which is
And like even like if you have like the if you have two people coming out with the title, both titles are the WWE Championship. They're not the tag titles or anything. Every single title preset is the WWE title, and you cannot change that, and it is ridiculous.
That's why I'll never do a league of my own.
Freaking heck.
Right, I just couldn't deal with the whole like the pain in the ass that doing cutscenes and shit like that has to be. I just don't.
Yeah, trust me. I've been running a show for like the past 2 years in September. It would be if you have never done it before, it would be hell on you.
Hell, freaking or better yet, if you want like a certain cutscene with like a championship, you would either have to go on universe mode and hope and pray to God you get the cutscene you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
That was hell. That's all I gotta say. That is just straight up. Ugh, I can't even do it. I wouldn't even do it.
Right.
All right. Yeah. There you go. You guys got the full intro.
That's
all right. We got the full introductions of.
I forgot to say just one thing. I kick people very hard.
Boy, if you don't get...
Okay, that too.
Yeah, there you go. Gotta get it out of the way.
All right, you got the introductions. You know their names. You know their stories. You know where they started. All right, so started with the next question. This is from the homie Tino, or Gelatro. Gelatro.
My boy Tino.
Gelatro. Gelatro.
I just gotta say this.
I've always said Gelatro. Gelatro.
Gelatro, yeah.
Gelatro sounds, yeah.
I just gotta say this. I gotta throw out credit to my boy Tino. He's one of the people I credit with really getting me more known.
He's a really cool dude. Yeah, I don't know him like super well, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember whenever Lion's Den was still on PS3, and I did commentary for one of their shows. That was really one of my first times actually getting out there.
That's cool.
I remember Tino giving me the chance to actually commentate Lion's Den and so on and so forth, because I was never really booked as much as a commentator. The only time I ever got booked for something that was on Xbox related was CTO, and then after that I was just like, that was it. Maybe a couple of exhibition matches here and there from superstars to divas and stuff like that, but from there, when I was like commentating a full show and it was not even a product of my own, I was actually pretty excited about that, because hey, perfect opportunity to get my name out there. I need more gigs. Yeah. So somebody book me for something. Shit.
Hashtag book Malachi.
Right.
For commentary.
Hashtag book all of us.
No, I'm good.
Well, don't overbook me in matches, because like the editing process for me, it's like God, I gotta use Camtasia. I gotta wait for it.
You edit your matches. Oh, you're such an indie fuck.
Oh, whatever. Oh, freaking what? You turn in record your matches and then turn it into the person and make sure they do it.
Usually I just use like edits for botches. I don't think I've ever done. I can't remember any spots that I've done with edits. Because I'm not a fucking spot monkey.
Remember, there's a show recently that I've been helping edit because a lot of people on their team, for one reason or another, can't help record matches. And the guy who leads the show doesn't currently have a PS4 right now, so he's relying on his members. And I had to record a ladder match. It was my first time doing like edited in spots, and it's probably one of the best things I've ever done.
Oh, trust me.
I don't know when it's coming out, but when it does, you can guarantee I will be bragging about it.
Actually, we never really got the chance to answer the actual question.
Right.
We haven't say the actual question.
We haven't got to answer Tino's question. We've just been
Okay, it's like a two-part question for both of you. He says, for Blake, how did you come up with your wrestling style? And then for Donnie, he asks, how would you describe your character for people who wouldn't know him?
Couldn't we really just both answer the two questions?
I felt like you kind of technically already did, but in a sense, like it was like a 50, but you didn't really get to finish out the other 50.
You know what? I'm gonna just do both, because fuck the rules. The fighting style for my character actually came from Kyle O'Reilly originally. A lot of people assume it's Tommy Yen, which it is. You know, he's the one that kind of helped me, like his fighting style kind of helped me mold Seth Blake's. But originally, the guy that got me into this kind of shoot style wrestling, kick based, is Kyle O'Reilly. So I'd say it's a mixture maybe of him and Tommy End. And character wise, I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. I used to be, the average, fucking big trunks wearing cocky prick. That was when I did competitive. And I guess I kind of merged it into.
Aren't you technically still a cocky, arrogant prick in trunks?
I'm not wearing big trunks anymore though. It's black. I got tattoos now, I guess.
No excuse.
But yeah,
big beard and
basically
tattoos
the whole
equals badass.
You're damn right. I don't got the voice for it though. It sounds super awkward when I cut promos. But well, thanks. I try, but see, I gotta be good because if I suck, the only thing people are gonna remember is hey, this guy with a teenager voice, he's cutting a promo with a big ass dude with a beard and tattoos. Trying to make it good is the only thing that can save it. So, but yeah, basically that's my character, and then the character Seth Lake didn't break through because of how bland and basic it is, and that's openly acknowledged. When I talk about my past in kayfabe. And so then I took a break from the community or whatever, from 2K14 to 16, and I guess kayfabe wise I materialized it as just kind of found myself and grew a kick-ass beard, got a bunch of tattoos, and learned how to kick people. So that's pretty much it.
So what about you, Donnie? Because in this question, Tino's basically asking, how would you describe your character for people who wouldn't know him exactly?
Okay. I actually had a good response to this. The base for Donnie's character, you see, whenever it comes to any character I create, I sort of base it off of a real part of myself. Donnie, who has basically become my full-on main, comes from a place of not really being given the fair chance to show who you are and what you can do. I remember I brought up getting technically started on 2K14, but the reason I was never really out there was because I was going to basically kind of get sim trained by someone who I'm not going to mention their name just because that's not
Respect the privacy.
Yeah.
Respect the privacy.
But this person kept promising, oh, don't worry, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know, don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden this dude just goes and falls off the face of the earth, and then for a year and a half, 2 years or so, and then all of a sudden pops up somewhere else. And I remember just I was actually kind of frustrated about why not hold up your end of the deal. And then 2K15 rolls around and I was barely even noticed until, let's see, I think whenever we moved over to the PlayStation 4 side, I think
you were on Xbox?
No, from PS3 to PS4.
Oh.
I think whenever I moved over, started up my first show, OWA, in September 2015. I had a few known people from the sim side. Had Blake Harnage, Nathan Roberts. Those two were really the only ones who were pretty more known. And really, I didn't actually start getting known out there till middle of last year. But the place of the Donny Octave character comes from, this is a guy who has been screwed out of having opportunities to show why he belongs. And it's kind of driven him to a very dark point of constant questioning of, why will nobody look my way when I'm right here?
So essentially, if I could
if I'm not going to be given it, I'm just going to take it.
So sorry to cut you off real quick, but
Sorry.
I think I understand where you're coming from your point of view. Because I'm thinking to myself, I remember at the time like Miz and R-Truth teaming up and yada 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 and so on and so forth, and they were questioning like the system as to, oh hey, why are these guys getting opportunities? Where's our opportunities? We get screwed out of our opportunities, yada yada yada. Something like
I like that analogy.
Kind of like that a little bit.
Yeah.
With someone in your own form or own brand of gimmick, I guess, if that's the right word for it.
I guess that even
because
works
it also flows into like my real self being someone, because me in my real personal life always kind of being that kind of outcasted person. I remember my high school days being someone who was kind of on the outside of the big circles. I didn't have that. My core group was maybe about 2 to 3 people. So I was always, that guy on the outside looking in, never given a chance to show why I should be accepted. I remember
everybody in those cliques.
I remember me. I was someone who real talk here, I was put in one of those alternative programs in high school where where you're behind or whatever, so they throw you in this building kind of off campus with a whole bunch of other people who were either in there for attitude or because they were falling behind too. I was put in there and still graduated a year early, but was never noticed for that.
So that kind of transpires into the Donny Octave character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And I'm starting to think of it. I never saw it that way, but really, I guess our characters have their similarities in the sense that, there's this sense that we didn't really get the chance or whatever. Like, it's not a point that I like to bring up a lot in my promo, because I think it's really redundant within the community. Like, everybody's saying, hey, I'm overlooked, hey, I'm underappreciated, hey, blah, blah, blah. So I try to stay away from these terms as much as possible. I don't want to say that I'm, that I'm underrated, because the mere fact that I'm on ROX and that I'm giving the shot that I was given, I think it shows that I'm not underrated, and I'm given the tools. It's my decision now to make what I can out of it. But I think it's really cool to see the similarities between Donnie's and my character. And kind of, I guess it lays the foundation for our duo or future group or whatever that the paradigm shift is.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be pretty interesting to see that unfold on ROX. Cheap plug.
Yeah, that actually does sound interesting. I like that whole explanation. That was actually pretty good. That was low-key good.
Oh, as it was.
Yeah. All right. Alrighty. I think that got that question out of the way. If Tino is satisfied. We'll probably never know. All right, next question comes from Hoxton. Question asks, am I ever getting into CTO? Now, if you don't know who Hoxton is...
He did a retweet.
Yeah, the retweet thing.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay.
Fuck you, Hoxton.
I'm going back to... Wait, what did you say?
I said, fuck you, Hoxton.
All right.
Now, here's where I'm going to go off.
I hope to God they put you on one show for a squash match.
Oh my God.
Okay, here's where I'm going to go off. Okay, you brought up the whole honesty is accepted. Here's where I'm going to go off on some of the people.
He's going to go wild with the retweet. I can feel it coming.
That retweet thing.
Anyone who knows me, I'm pretty sure I've brought this up, like, for example, in the ROX chats or anywhere else, that I hate this. How many retweets to get in such and such?
Right.
That is so ridiculous.
One of them I can get behind, though. The one that Radical did.
I didn't see his.
So, like, what was it? How many retweets did
his was kind of fun.
In the crowd?
How many retweets to be in the crowd?
Yeah.
I like that one. See? Because, so it's not the usual blank question, hey, how many retweets to get a match? How many retweets to be on the show? How many retweets to join FAM? It was like, more elaborate.
It's
like, the crowd.
The thing I hate the most about it is, like, these people who are doing this stuff. And I guess it got popular when, because I never noticed it being a big thing until after Starin did it and got into Valor. By doing that. I never noticed it until then, really. But majority of these people are kind
That's
of
so
people that you've never really heard of.
Exactly.
And it's
Remember
like,
how,
you know there is a manual joining process, guys. You know there's other ways than to cater to the public and
Hey, can I
release basically force this show to add me in by coming to all of you. Because if they don't add me in, if I get this amount of retweets, well, they're gonna look like a bunch of assholes. No, do it the right way. Don't be sneaky about it. Do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Because nowadays, I actually, sorry to cut you off real quick again, but
done.
actually that is true, because I noticed how, like, nowadays, like back then, whenever you wanted to get into like a certain league or something like that, you would have to undergo tryout matches and stuff like that.
Yes.
And but nowadays, either it's based on your appearance or based on whether or not if you're popular on Twitter and yada yada yada, which is so damn stupid. Or better yet, the new thing with the retweets and crap like that, and yada. Or better yet, remember that one tweet that was like made to WWE? How many retweets will it take for Triple H to take over the company? And WWE responds with 1 million.
They didn't really do that.
He did. Yeah, they did. They did. That's an actual tweet. I'm actually still looking for it.
WWE did that?
Yeah, they did. They responded back to the guy.
I got a question. Was it the WWE Twitter account? Was it the WWE Universe Twitter account?
It was the actual WWE Twitter account.
Because
that is amazing.
The WWE Universe one, it's verified, but I know it has a lot more of like interaction with the fans and whatnot. But if the actual WWE account did that, that's so fucking good. I'm gonna retweet the shit out of it.
If we can find it, that is. But yeah, nowadays I see people, back to the whole joining process thingy. Nowadays I see people just getting in either based on their looks or so on and so forth. A good example, I'm going to tell you guys a story. This happened, I say, about what, 3 to 4 days? Yeah, story time. So settle down, kiddies. So this happened about, I say, 3 to 4 days ago. I'm not going to say the person's name because I respect his privacy. And yeah, we'll just call him Bartholomew.
What happened to the honesty and that shit that you talked about? Say his goddamn name.
You gotta respect the privacy, though. I am gonna be honest as to what happened with the story, but I'm gonna respect the person's privacy and stuff like that. So Bartholomew, we were able to talk to Bartholomew and so on and so forth, because the leader of this said promotion told me, or told a couple other people, that he's in. So then when that happened, he thought, well, we told him he's got to do a tryout match. He thought that because he told us this. Oh, I thought I could already get in and stuff like that. I didn't think I had to do this. Yeah, he thought that he could get into the place without having to undergo some process. And I told him, heck no, dude. If you want to get in, you do a trial match, because we want to see how good you are. And yada yada yada.
Tryout matches
wasn't willing to
like the
put
only
the work
way.
in.
Tryout matches to me aren't the only way. I'm pretty open to that type of shit, because like I don't take it all very seriously. I do agree with Donnie's point that the whole retweet thing is stupid. I wouldn't get as hot as him about it though, but I think that there's a lot more ways that somebody can join a league than just a tryout match, and that's why I disagree with both of you. Because Malachi, you brought up the point of somebody joining a league based on appearance or just based on one factor of who they are, and part of me thinks that there is a legitimate argument behind that. If you're looking for somebody with a presence, if you're looking for somebody with a special look about him, if you're looking for somebody with a gimmick that fits an idea that you have in mind, it's okay to recruit him and not just purely just purely judge him on what he can do in the ring, because these things can sort of be fixed, I guess. But I guess my whole point is, the whole old school, you send me a message, I give you a tryout match, and I talk to the board about it, and we take a decision. I'm not saying it's not a good method. It still works. If I had a league, which I don't think I'll ever have, I'd probably still use that method. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but I really think it's not the only way. But then again, I just don't want to overthink it, don't want to take it too seriously. And by the way, when I said fuck, his name's Hoxton, right?
Yeah, Hoxton.
Yeah, it's Hoxton. I don't really have a problem, with him. I don't know him. I was just playing around,
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole retweet thing is stupid. And so to answer the question, I have zero clue when the fuck you're gonna join CTO, nor if you will.
Because
you will join CTO whenever they hit you up and say, "Hey, you're in CTO." That's
the
when
thing
you'll
is,
join.
like, I was in a party when the whole him having to get these many retweets happened. Hoxton has been trying to get into CTO for the longest time now, and so on and so forth, until one day, Aaron Bomber decided to give him a challenge. Aaron Bomber said, "If you can get these many likes and these many retweets, we'll think about it." Or I think he said, "We'll let you in." I don't know. I don't freaking remember. It was like a long ass time ago. But immediately after he placed the challenge or posted the tweet on the Cherish page, Hoxton immediately started asking people, "Help a brother out. Help a brother get into CTO." Even got to the point where we were all in what was it, DM chat or whatever the hell they call it, and yada yada yada.
Then he had a lot of people for like a chat.
Yeah, he had it. Frisco, I believe Darren was there, Joey was there, Peyton was there, a lot of people were there, and so on and so forth, and yada yada. It was so weird and funny. Champion was there. Champion was trolling the shit out of Hoxton in that. I swear to God, but yeah.
Like
I think he met the required likes and retweets, but apparently, according to Bomber, he said like, I guess he was like asking about some forged accounts. I think. I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah.
Especially if you go around.
If you really did
fake
go to
accounts
that
to do it, then no, that's.
Wait, I'm not
that's
familiar with
stupid.
CTO. Wait, which league is that? I'm not.
CTO is the one on Xbox One, the one.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah. And stuff
It's not like I thought. Maybe if it was on PS side, maybe I'd know. But I barely even keep up with Sim on the PS4 side. I rarely watch those. I watch the ones that I'm on. I guess I kind of watch Future. I watch ROX. I watched the episode 1 of IPW for what it's worth, and that's pretty much all the Sim that I watch. And I'm not a watch guy. I don't watch much, so I wouldn't know.
Alrighty, I think that gets Hoxton's question out the way in somewhat of a very descriptive manner. But next question's from Ryan Giovanni.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Yes,
Yes.
that is a stupid question.
100%.
Right. Like, what type of fucking question is this? Obviously it is, dumbass. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Mayonnaise is the greatest instrument of all time.
Right.
Mayonnaise is an
Even better than
instrument,
the
ladies
electric
and
guitar.
You heard it from the
What the
you
fuck
heard it
is...
from the horse's mouth.
Wait, Donnie. Since when is the electric guitar considered a fucking instrument? Get the fuck out of here with all that electronic shit. No. Get out. No, I like real, like, actual old school drum-based instruments. Like a good old pot of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Hell
That's what I
yeah.
was getting at.
God damn. Asking stupid questions like that.
Well, there you go, Giovanni. Mayonnaise
Yeah.
is an instrument.
Obviously.
Alrighty. Next question's from Enzi.
Oh boy.
He asked
The question is, your thoughts on ROX wrestling? I prefer an answer in character. You know what I hate? Not gonna lie, low key. Why do people ask what are their thoughts on the league that they're currently in or currently owning?
See, it's somebody who owns the league asking two of like the main guys in the league what they think about the league. But I guess, hey, if you want my out of character answer, I really like ROX. Like, if not, I wouldn't have bothered sticking to it since 2K14. If you want my character, my in character, opinion, ROX fucking sucks. I just can't wait. I'll just grab that title, get the fuck out of here. I don't know why the fuck they're even flying me to fucking Egypt. There's gonna be like, what, 3 fucking poor ass broke people who put in all their fucking years saving to watch the goddamn show. I don't want to go to Egypt.
Adolfo's gonna be there waiting for you.
Oh shit, my bad.
He's gonna be like, "What you say about Egyptians, boy? What you
Give me your
say?"
Nah. Egypt.
What'd you
but
say?
Egypt
What'd you
is-
say?
I'm-
What'd you say about Egypt? Give me your feet.
I'm so glad to be wrestling in Egypt. It's like the best moment of my whole career.
An open house show in Egypt, and God knows where, in the middle of the hot, sandy sun, and there's no air conditioner. No air conditioner.
I remember having an argument because Ents does that sometimes. I like Ents a lot. I don't know if he's really popular in the community because, again, I don't really follow what's going on with the community. But
He's a controversial
lot.
figure. A
And
Polarizing
right,
figure.
I'm assuming he is pretty polarizing. And we had this conversation about he wanted the ROX Siege to be in Egypt. I was like, NZ, why the fuck do you want ROX Siege to be in Egypt?
I mean, if you remember, I believe there was a
That
WrestleMania in
no
Egypt
one would
once,
think to
wasn't
go
there?
to. Freaking Egypt.
I remember there being some kind of wrestling show in Egypt.
ROX Siege Nigerian Showdown.
Nigerian showdown. ROX comes to you live from China.
Right.
Antarctic assassination.
Nah, bruh. ROX comes to you live from Jordan. Fucking homecoming from Mr. Six.
I'm dead. No, Donny.
Ding, 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 ding. Mr. Six impersonation time.
No, Donny. Karma's coming to collect. No disrespect to the person behind Joshua Alston. Was it Mr. Six?
No, that was Alston. That was an Alston impersonation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, Donny. I swear to God.
You need to.
That voice. I'm
need to
sorry.
do Mr. Six. Do a Mr. Six. When he called me out, when he did the whole Seth black hole thing, Seth's baghead.
Black hole. What?
You don't remember it?
I never saw that.
What do you mean you never saw that?
I know I'm in the chat, but I don't really pay attention to the chat as much.
No, it was on the show you commentated.
All right.
Remember when we had the whole like a promo battle where I came out, I cut a whole promo about like the history that I had with ROX and how
I remember. I remember for something.
Wasn't that the one
particular.
where you squashed that local competitor guy?
his
And
name
then Max comes out, starts talking. Then all of a sudden, shut up, Max!
Fell. Yeah, dude.
Shut up, Max. Shut up.
Oh, I love that.
But I remember I cut a I guess it was like kind of an emotional type promo about my past with ROX, and he comes out, he's like, Seth, but I called. Seth, I don't remember your last name. You want to fight? Let's have a fight. And like, I was...
Seth would make fun of my car. He said my car is gay. My car ain't gay, he gay.
that's the type of shit you'd say, too. But I remember how...
Wait, low-key. You want to know who Max sounds like, low-key, to me?
Every single person from that part of the world ever.
No, I was gonna say Jose Jalapeno on a stick.
Oh my god.
No offense, Mac. You're funny. You're a cool dude, but Jesus Christ.
I actually owe him commentary.
Max and I have this love-hate relationship. I like him, but God, is he fucking annoying.
Remember, honesty is welcomed here.
I
You
like
got a
it.
problem with that?
He knows it. Like, I appreciate him. He's a super nice dude, not a bad thing to say about him, except for the fact that he always runs his mouth. He doesn't stop.
I remember first time meeting Max, and he was just saying stuff. I'm like, what?
Holy shit.
It's so kind of...
It's time to dig out the fucking... Hold up. There's something that I remember from back when ROX was changing from competitive into sim. And I remember I wasn't really completely aware of what sim was, right? And it was at the time where I kind of got to know it, and I kind of figured, that there was a strong link between sim and competitive, because I knew ROX as competitive, and next thing I know, it's sim. And so I remember Krollo was there, Juwan Conrad, and Max Harlton was there, and I remember I had a feud with Max Harlton that, by the way, it was such a huge clusterfuck. I was supposed to win. We recorded the match. There was nothing wrong with it, even though we tried like 13 times. But then I logged on to watch the show. I was supposed to go over, right? It was for like the All-Star title or whatever. I logged on to watch the show. And before that, NZ told me, yeah, I kind of recorded the match again with Max because there's a couple spots I wanted to fix. So I was like, all right, you know what? It's whatever. If he still like kept the idea of the match, I don't have a problem with it. So I just go on and I watch the show and Max fucking wins.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of what... I think that's that's the second time I left ROX. And, but anyway, I remember around that time, I had so Max was doing sim. He was the All-Star champion. And I was out of ROX because at the time I was just stupid. And I was like, I'm done with your bullshit, blah, blah, blah. I was taking things to heart way too seriously. And I did a video. It was like I need to find it to read it out. I had a competitive match with Mr. Six, and he's not really good at competitive, or at least he wasn't. And I like easily beat him. And it was like exposing an ROX champion, Mr. Six, and I felt so cool at the time because I really was exposing him and showing everybody that he sucked and everything. But I guess I just didn't fully understand what Sim even was. That shit is hilarious. It's just so cringeworthy. I really don't think I even want to dig it up.
An in-character / out-of-character roast, I'm guessing, in somewhat of a sense. All right.
Like what, the whole video thing?
I think so. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, it was full out of character. I wasn't completely not aware of the boundaries of Sim. I was truly exposing him for being bad at this game, yet being an ROX champion. Because in my mind, I was like, maybe 13-year-old? Yeah.
We were all young then.
In my 13-year-old mind, I thought, wow, what was so cool, this guy's a champion in ROX, and I'm just squashing him, and I'm just showing that ROX is worth nothing. And anyway, but him and I, we get a. There you go, exposing a ROX champion, the Monster 3D. Oh my god, I don't want to read the description. He called me honey and his girl, and thought I was a quotation marks nigger, and when I wanted. And when I wanted him to send me a real name request to see I'm not, he thought I was sending a pic of my dick.
I'm dead.
Oh my
And then
God.
I got like 19 downvotes, and I said, you can bring your RX voice and downvote this all you want. It's all in the video regardless. You suck, and it's a known fact.
Jesus.
Like, so cringeworthy. And somebody said, awesome
that
video.
was like, yeah.
This is the most weirdest. This is the most weirdest for a second episode.
Somebody called Johnny Clinton said, fuck you, Seth, and then Nico Bellic said, I can't blame you.
I'm dead. Donnie never really answered the question of his thoughts on ROX wrestling.
True.
So you could give like I guess you can give like an in character and an out of character like opinion.
Okay, I'll do my out of character thoughts.
Because Lord knows I ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Funny thing before I get to my thoughts on ROX, I gotta talk about how I ended up becoming a part of it. Because it was the funniest thing ever. It was I believe ROX started back up after a infamous show that me and Enz were both involved in collapsed. And we were all just... What?
Is it VSW? Or is it before that?
Yeah, it was VSW.
You can just say VSW.
Yeah, it was after the collapse of VSW. And I knew Enz was starting ROX back up, but I actually had no intentions of joining. But one day, because I guess it was when he made, I think it was that Edge of the Earth promo that he is so fond of. And he sent me a link to it, and I'm watching. I'm like, okay, this is cool, but something caught my eye. Donny Octave's in the promo. He's in the video. I wasn't in ROX at this time. So I messaged it, and I'm like, this is a good commercial, but why am I in here? And then he's like, oh, yeah, you want to be in ROX?
So I'm like, the NZ thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. It's
so,
like you can just, it's like, yeah, so
want to be in ROX?
You want to be in ROX, Donnie?
Hey,
what the fuck am I doing in this trailer? Well, welcome to ROX.
And I'm like, well, obviously I said yes, because I'm still here.
Hey. And it's beneficial, because, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but...
My out-of-character thoughts, ROX is a show that, quite frankly, should be a hell of a lot bigger than it is. I mean, ROX has its own, like, homegrown fan base, its own dedicated fan base. The graphics are really good. We have a good roster. We have good storylines, such and such. In character. In character, ROX is a show that has potential once we Get rid of the weak links.
Joshua Alston.
Joshua Alston. Max
Max
Harlton.
Harlton.
David Moore. The list goes on.
Oh yeah, David Moore too. Well, we already got rid of him. I don't think he's ever coming back.
Oh yeah, true.
Or is he? Dun dun dun.
I don't know. But if he comes back,
He's not.
there will be hell to pay. He won't.
Yeah.
He won't be back for long.
He won't have the balls to come back.
No.
Nah. We took him out of competition. But see, I agree with what you said that ROX should be much bigger. I know why ROX isn't much bigger. It's because NZ has good ideas. NZ is great with graphics. NZ, in my opinion, despite what people think after the whole VSW debacle, I think he's great at managing a league. Mm-hmm. He does it very
The problem
efficiently.
there are, again, I won't mention names due to respect to privacy. There are certain people who seem to not want to let go of their vision of the guy.
No. I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem comes from NZ.
It's a part of it. You can't deny it. That's a part of it.
I can't. I will actually deny it because I truly believe in me that I'm just talking about ROX as a show.
Oh, ROX as a show.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't watch ROX because they don't like ends, well, I've said it once on this podcast, not to you, but fuck you. That's the second fuck you in this podcast. If you don't watch ROX because of NZ, fuck you. But I do think ROX should be bigger, and it's not bigger because NZ there's one little thing that NZ hasn't quite figured out. I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but as far as building a show, and I've told him something about cliffhangers. The way ROX builds its storylines is basically element A, then totally unrelated element B, then next episode totally unrelated element C, and then next episode blah blah blah, and they're not related. And then like 5 episodes after that, there's like one big element that reunites them all. And it's not bad storytelling in itself, but the problem is if you just give them separate elements that aren't linked to each other and you don't tease anything, the crowd isn't like the viewers aren't going to want to tune into the next episode because, hey, we got this totally detached element that has nothing to do with the one that we saw last week. Why would I tune in, next week? There's no bridge. There's no cliffhanger. There's nothing to hold on to be like, I want to know how this unfolds. Because what he does is, again, instead of putting a big storyline and spreading it evenly across all episodes and making sure that there's still some relations between 1 and 2 episodes and 1 and 2 events, he does things by small bits. And I think that's what's costing the ROX product, that there is cool long-term storytelling, such as the one, the storyline with me and Donny and Max Charlton's in it and David Moore's in it and now Strig's in it because I'm probably going to be facing him for the title. And, that's the whole dynamic. It's good. Like, it's not bad. It's just the way he shapes it that needs a little bit more work. And that's really my only bad thing I have to say about ROX, because NZ, he gives a chance to new talent. He's done it to me. He's doing it now with Donny. He's given chances to guys.
He's the second person I'll credit with me smoothly sailing over to getting more known.
Well,
Dino and NZ, those are the 2 people I credit.
That's what NZ does. The whole VSW thing aside, he knows how to build talent. He knows how to build a roster. He knows how to build a team. And yeah, that's the good parts of ROX is that he's given a chance to everybody. He's got some more established guy. He got some less established guy. He's got some guys that are just starting. And that's what I appreciate about it. Now, I guess we can just go on to the next question.
Yeah, true.
We've dwelled on this one for a while now.
Right, we have.
Yeah. I'm gonna...
I hope I didn't kill the mood here. That's what it's...
I'll be right back real quick.
Oh, shit.
I'll be right back.
Oh.
Well, how about
we're taking over.
Yeah, we're going to hijack the podcast now.
Yeah, boy.
Later.
It might.
Okay. Back.
Oh.
All right.
We tried to fill in the blank when you were gone, but it's like, we're not podcasters. We're not podcasters.
It's so good. I'll just probably throw in one of those SpongeBob time cards from the last one.
A few moments later.
Next question is from Franklin Eberdeen.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I
I haven't heard that name in a couple of years.
I haven't heard that name
Frank-
in like what 16 years.
Huh?
I've never heard him. But who? Go on.
Franklin asks, or Frankie,
Hey,
he asks, in your opinion, which show had the most potential back in the older days, excluding FAM because they're obviously still alive and kicking?
what the fuck do I know about the older days? I don't fucking know.
Oh jeez, there's
There's
I
like
would
so many.
say there's one in particular back from those
I feel like I
older
guess,
shows.
I feel like I
One-
know which.
Say it. Just say it.
This
No,
was
no,
actually
Malachi.
one that
Malachi,
boy
just guess.
Frankie was involved
Either
in.
NGC or TXW.
Which one is it?
I was gonna say NGC. Because that was like that. No kidding. That was like the first show I watched was NGC. I kind of caught it a little late. I caught it around the time it ended, but I still went back and watched. And honestly, I'm one of these people who I just like to go back and watch the old stuff. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just whenever I'm doing something to have noise or just to kind of go back and watch, just to kind of remember shit. But NGC is a show that I think honestly could have been so much bigger.
And in my opinion, I think I don't fucking know. I really, I have no. I don't watch them. I don't really. I watch it again, as I said, a couple shows these days. I've tuned into some Valor too. I've tuned into some. I've watched a couple of shows. I watched some Heart of Wrestling. I guess I could kind of check out the iGlobal BCW. I've watched their first episode, but I don't like. I'm not a guy that just watches Sim for the pleasure of it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but like, unless it's a really, really, and I mean like really fucking good match, I don't enjoy sitting there and watching shows. And the same goes, to be honest, for wrestling. Like, I'm a big wrestling fan, but I can't watch a show. Like, I don't know what it is about me. I don't remember a show that I have fully watched, paying 100% attention, no matter how good it is. WWE, PWG, NXT, New Japan. I watch it. I can't watch full shows. I can't I can't pay attention.
I guess
to a
that's
match.
just the thing, because with me, I am like, I am just like full on 100% into wrestling. I have been my whole life. I'll watch anything you throw at me.
I mean, I am too,
Call
don't get me wrong.
or real stuff, and just to sort of get the full grasp of certain things, I might, like I just said a second ago, go back and rewatch stuff.
I'm kind of thinking, now that you're bringing it up, maybe going into wrestling myself probably, kind of made me stop watching, in the sense that now that I know
now
what
that
goes
you're
on
actually
behind,
involved
right,
in it.
Now that I'm involved,
Yeah.
well, I'm involved at a small case. Like, I don't want to get fucking big headed or
Yeah.
anything. I'm
Yeah,
involved
but
at,
like you
super small.
still now have some
Right.
involvement in the business.
Right now that I'm somewhat, kind of at a very small percentage inside of the business, it's
You're
kind of
getting
weird
into
for me.
it.
Right, getting into it, I guess. I'm in the process of getting into it. It's kind of weird to just sit back and watch shows, knowing how kind of the magic is gone, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Like, knowing exactly how this feels and how to do this and how he did this and how he slightly messed this up and how, it's like, I don't get the same enjoyment as watching from a fan. So as I said, unless the match is really good and, I'm talking like really like big, really, I don't want to say 5 stars. I think that term's thrown around way too much, but unless it's really, really, really a quality match, I very rarely can just, sit back and watch it. So if that's the case for wrestling, you can imagine that it's even harder for me to do it for Sim. So to answer the question, I do not know. I am not aware of any leagues that, before
Were from that
2000
time.
Right. My very limited league knowledge starts at 2016, I guess. So yeah, that's that.
It happens. All right. Next question is from Rays. Why is the Xbox One superstar scene so bad? God damn.
Is it?
I mean, have you
Now,
watched it? Like, if you
I
watched the Xbox
am
One
not
side,
really familiar with the Xbox side.
I barely watch the PS4 side. I don't watch I don't know. I don't have an answer. I know this one French dude though from the Xbox side. That's pretty much it.
one French dude. You remember his name?
I know his Twitter name is the French Paradox.
Yes. Why am I thinking Sebastian Case and I'm like,
No.
wait, what is that?
No, it's a bit like Sebastian Case. He's like from the Netherlands, I think. Could be wrong though. But no, I'm talking about the dude. Like his character is French, and he is French. It's not just a gimmick. But yeah, that's the only guy that I know from over there. Isn't Matt Baker Xbox too?
Matt Baker.
Oh yeah.
I think he's here from time to time.
I think he kind of goes between.
I know him. He's a cool dude. Love his skull, love his title belts. But I don't know him personally or anything. But
honestly, the only people I know from the Xbox side are people who now are. Let's see.
on
I
the
know.
PS4.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Malachi, you were or maybe
yeah, I know
still
you.
are.
I know you.
And then let's see, Saban was on Xbox for a while, wasn't he?
He was. I don't know.
Saban was on Xbox for a while, and then like he got a PS4.
And then like completely moved over, I think.
Yeah, he's here like consistently from time to time.
Yeah, like you two are the only two I actually know from the Xbox side. Otherwise, I'm just like completely out of the loop.
Hey, but shout out to the Xbox Superstar Ski though.
Alrighty, let's make these questions a little bit more interesting because I barely got any more questions left on here. Some of these questions are just asking, who are you guys? Never seen these dudes before. I know who Malachi is. I've never seen these other two jokers before. Yada yada.
That's
Seen
nice.
jokers, no. Hey, that's call for you.
Watch more stuff. Stop watching the big stuff. Watch the smaller stuff.
Yeah.
Just pay
Alrighty,
attention to
let's
like.
get-
You can watch me. You can watch me on fucking ROX, watch the future, whatever. But let's move on.
Shout out to the futures, by the way. Oh wait, I actually found another question. Next question is from Max Harleton.
Oh my God.
Oh,
we talked about him earlier.
Oh fuck.
This question asks, why do you guys have so many tattoos? I don't have tattoos. Maybe they do, but I don't have tattoos.
I only have
You
two.
don't have- Right, you don't have. I'm the only one.
I only have
like,
two
a lot of
tattoos. I have I have that weird thing on the left that I just put on because I couldn't get my. On 2K16, I had a full sleeve that moved onto my chest, but I couldn't get the tattoo from 16 to 17. So I had to improvise, and then the one on my right is that triangle inside a triangle.
Isn't it like the Triforce thing?
I think so, yeah.
You think so? I just told a guy to give me a random ass tattoo and just I'll make
I actually
up some
got it
explanation.
from because I was playing GTA and I saw that tattoo and just like,
Oh yeah.
I'll do it. So that tattoo is on my GTA character, and I just put it on there because if I ever need to record like a segment or skit for a call on GTA, I have that tattoo, and then I got the closest thing resembling the other tattoo. So really, my tattoos come from GTA.
And why? What was the question? Why do you have so many tattoos? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
like-
Max who asked it.
Because I like tattoos, you dumbass.
Oh my god. Such shade on poor Max. Such
Nah,
shade.
no. The real reason is, well, that is the real reason. Actually, now that I think about it, I just like tattoos. And
Just like them.
I remember having a talk with Dastardly. It was a while back though. It was when I was just getting back into Sim. It was actually not long after the whole Mr. Six exposed the ROX champion thing. Because I didn't know anything about Sim or how it worked or how you had to do what. I went to Dastardly and I basically just asked to join BDG as like my very first league, my very first sim league, which is pretty stupid when you think about it. And he was super cool about it. He was such a good sports about it. He could have just told me, "Now you need to get some experience," but instead he kind of like walked me through it and wrote like long paragraphs of how I need to improve and what I need to work on. And I kind of told him what I wanted my gimmick to be, and he helped me, showcase that physically. And I don't talk to him much. I don't even think I talk to him at all. But I gotta give him a lot of props for this because in a way he's the one who kind of helped me build the Seth character as we know him today. And he's the reason why I got tattoos, because I told him basically the idea that I had, and he told me that I needed to portray something, I guess, darker, you could say, like physically on my character. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna go with tattoos and see how it works out. And it ended up working out just fine, apparently. But yeah, I guess I like tattoos, and Darren Dastardly also gave me a couple pointers. So cheers to him for that. Shout out to him, even though he's probably never gonna watch this podcast. I hope he does. But yeah, that's
Darren, the Dave Meltzer of Call right there. I'm telling you.
Darren Meltzer.
All right, let's make this a little bit more interesting. That gets somewhat into the drama field.
Oh boy.
What are your thoughts on the divas from either PS4 or Xbox? I'm not saying that in terms of like I don't like the divas, because I actually enjoy some divas content. I enjoyed Diva Mania. That shit was lit. But from your standpoints of views or yada yada yada, what are your thoughts on
the first thing I'll say,
who wants to go? Okay, you go first.
I'll just say one thing, then I'll let you elaborate, and then I'll say what I have to say. If you want to get my full opinion on the divas, watch the next episode of ROX. It's dropping the next 3 days.
This is the walking ROX advertisement.
Cheap plugs for the win.
But see, you guys listen to my promo, and I guess it's part of the reason why you're laughing, because I guess what I saw that promo is kind of crude in a way, but it kind of explains what I think about most divas in the community, and it was half shoot, half kayfabe. But I don't have a problem with divas. I have a problem with the mentality. I don't like RP for starters. I'll just say it right out the gate. I don't think it's I don't see the point of it. But if people like to do it, whatever. I don't judge, even though some of them take it too far, a little bit rapey at times, a little bit baby-y at times.
At the point where you're crashing a plane and shit and yada yada.
That happened?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's two things. The part that I don't like about it is, I think if you're just doing the RP shit like in a chat, or like even if you're doing it in public, like I don't have a problem with the RP on its own. I can understand that it can be fun, because when you think about it, Sim as a whole is a form of roleplay. Right. But I don't get the picture thing. Like picking a model or picking somebody and then just using
picking someone that looks attractive and then basing your call off of them.
Exactly, and just the concept that you're gonna stalk somebody on Instagram and just take every one of the pictures and act like it's your call, and then you're gonna go as far as to fucking steal baby pictures and pretend, oh, look at my baby, and then there's the stupid nonsense that doesn't make sense. Like one day the model that you use is white, the other day she's black, then the other day she has blonde hair, and then now all of a sudden she has white hair, and then now she has tattoos, now she doesn't like. I don't know.
Then she has bigger tits, and then she goes here, and then she goes there, and then she goes everywhere, and then she has this a buttload of money. It's funny. I don't really have a problem with role
From
play.
the outside, it is funny, but
one day she's black, one day she's white.
Like I think
personally, either people do it to like either take it seriously or have it fun, or better yet, just to troll. I've seen people troll in role play.
Yeah,
that sounds like something I do, actually, trolling, role playing to troll, right? But apart from that, outside of role play, I hate most of the divas attires. I really do. I truly, and I'm not serious about basically everything that you've heard me say. I'm not 100% serious about it, because I don't strongly believe that I should take cause seriously. But one thing that I am serious about is how nerve-wracking it is to see some of these divas attires with like fucking one stripe of clothing covering their nipples, and they're fucking wrestling in that. Like, I understand that you want to have your character be the way you want it to be, but if you're just gonna have your character be a stripper, which is literally, I'm not joking, like probably 40% of the diva community, then maybe you should have considered a different game other than, WWE wrestling game to portray that character. But
and looking at it from a real, I know it's kind of stupid looking at a video game from a realistic standpoint, but realistically, if you think about it, some of these attires, I don't see how they could function in an actual wrestling environment.
That's my point. Like,
Maybe I get what you're meaning. I get what you mean, because I have questioned it before. For example, wrestling in heels.
That's ridiculous.
If you were to run
I've seen majority of women who wear heels, and it's like they have trouble walking things, and you can't even and like they can't even run in heels. They'll fall and break both ankles. be like PJ Black's stupid base jumping shit where he breaks both his ankles, breaks a leg, breaks an arm, loses his finger.
Right, he loses his fucking. How the fuck did you lose your finger?
Right? and you know what he said about you know what he said about that? Let's see. Whenever he finally broke his Twitter silence about it,
I like the thrill, man.
it was like, it's like that building was rad. No, I'm not joking. That was what he said about
Radical would say. That's something the Radical would say. That was rad, bruh. I am the Radical, and you want to know what makes me hardcore?
PJ Black, if you're listening to this podcast, fuck you.
It's like you are a great wrestler. Stop trying to end your career early.
I wouldn't say he's a great wrestler though.
He's
a decent wrestler.
He's good.
I could out wrestle. No, that's a lie. No, anyway. I don't know. I wish him the best though. Wish him a speedy recovery. But anyway, divas, tatas, tits, boobies, puppies.
Don't forget about them puppies. But all right, there we go.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I think.
Cheers to the few good ones, by the way.
Yeah.
Heck,
Jin, I'm looking at you.
Heck, it's been an hour.
My whole thing on the thing is that because I'll keep it short because I can tell you're trying to wrap it up. I'm very 50-50 with a lot of them. There's some that I see and it's like, okay, yeah. And then there's these others who are just like,
what are you doing? What the fuck?
Are you trying to do the Zoidberg noise? What the hell?
No, just
what
like.
The fuck was that? What is this podcast?
Anything is permitted. Anything is welcome. I don't know.
I'm so sorry for
this is what happens. This is what happens whenever we run out of ideas.
The weird ass, because we barely got any questions because there was barely any questions and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
all these people are concerned about is who, like who are these two?
But
and my response to that is...
question, people were just too intimidated by the paradigm shift to be asking any questions.
Right. But no, my thoughts on... Well, I want to give like a quick thought on that whole thing. There are like, you ever notice how there's a lot of people who, they want something new, they want something fresh. Then when they get something new, they're like, well, what's this? This isn't what we wanted.
It's true. And I think Frisco's tweet kind of raised the point. I know Frisco doesn't take anything seriously. I know that was meant as a joke, and I take it as a joke. I don't take it like personally, but it did raise a serious issue in that a lot of people are expecting new things. They're expecting new people to get over. They're like, why? They say basically what we said on this podcast, and I wholeheartly agree with them. They're like, why are they doing the retweet thing? Why don't they just get over? Why don't they just, build a name for themselves and just work and just become better and whatever? And then the same people, which I do agree with on that point, they also sometimes, and I don't have specific names. I think it's just a general mentality.
Yeah.
They're also very closed to newcomers. Like, I'll give you a very dumb example. If you were, I've done it once a while ago. I'm never doing it again. If you join a party full of guys that are sort of big in sim, I guess you could say, if you just randomly join a party and they're playing WWE and you're trying to have matches with them, trying to get better, which did happen to me at one point, more often than not, you'll get the cold shoulder. And whether no matter what you do, like when it happened to me, again, it happened to me once. I'm not going to let it happen again. But I basically I was in a party. I was asking around, does anybody want to play? And they were like, yeah, let's do a match or whatever. And then somebody else comes along and they were like, hey, yo, you want to do a match? And I was like, didn't you just tell me we'd do one together? Like, it happened like multiple times over the course of a single party. It's like, it's just a small example. I know I digress, but it just goes to show that a lot of people who are expecting you guys to get over are also very reluctant to accepting you guys who are actively trying to get over, like I feel I am, and like I feel to an extent Donny is. But I don't want to use it as an excuse. I don't want to say I'm overlooked or underestimated or whatever. I don't like these words. I'll just keep doing what I do. I'll just keep doing it because I like to do it. I enjoy it. And for as long as I enjoy it, I'll just keep doing it. Just got my little promos in my room and just record my little matches and whatnot. And hey, if people like it, if it gets big, I'm cool with it. If it doesn't, I'm cool with it.
Amen.
All right. Alrighty. We've reached an hour, and I feel as if this is a good length. So we're gonna use the what the hell? Oh,
What?
right. Guys working on the floor. Okay. Last question.
Ooh.
Very old ass question. Do you guys prefer pineapple on your pizza?
Fuck no.
Hell no.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
To wrap it up, to just give it one final go on this podcast, if you eat pineapple on your pizza, you know what's coming. Fuck you.
I swear to God, that was like an old trend back then. I think it's like
It's frequent.
It's pizza and mayonnaise on pizza now, or something like that.
Peas and mayonnaise pizza.
Yeah, we got
I
to
saw that.
That's
It's like
disgusting.
that is the most disgusting
is.
thing ever. It looks like someone threw up on a pizza.
Why the fuck would you put a beautiful instrument of music on a pizza?
Right?
Like, what type of sense does it make? Why the fuck would you put mayonnaise on there?
You know, I know somebody who puts peanut butter on their pizza.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I do.
Donnie, you don't. Please tell me you don't. Please,
I
no,
do.
you don't.
Someone
I
puts
do.
peanut butter on their pizza.
Yes.
That is not true. I refuse to believe it.
It is
Honestly?
so true. and here's another one, maple syrup on their hamburgers.
I've seen people do that before.
What?
People do that.
That's a
But-
foreign concept to me.
But
I've
but
never seen that before. Oh wait.
what the fuck?
I guess it
Wait,
might
you
be.
have?
I guess it might be common with West Coast people.
Is it?
I don't
Fuck
know.
you if you live in the West Coast.
Oh well.
The only good country in the world is France anyway. One day we're just gonna blow everybody up. Oh wait, I forgot we're cowards. Oh my bad.
Y'all in England are the ones getting blown up.
That's not cool.
But
That's
Too literal.
but yeah, I think we got everything covered.
Awesome.
And I will say one last thing,
Uh,
and then I'll shut up. I know a lot of people are probably waiting for me to shut up.
Yeah. Who is this guy?
Ray, who the fuck am I still? So in the next 3 days, I recommend that you take a little time out of your very busy schedule, whoever you may be, wherever you may live, and whatever you may do.
wait. Before you go, is this a Nerd ROX advertisement? Because if so, we're ending the podcast right now.
No, it's not. No, I swear it's not. I really swear it's not. But whoever you are and whatever you do, in somewhere in the next 3 days, probably even today, who knows? Probably even before this podcast is even released. I want you to stop what you're doing. I want you to think a little bit, just meditate maybe, and watch the latest ROX episode.
God damn it!
And while you're at it, also go check out Alpha Domain Wrestling. You'll love it.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, and go watch Future and IPW. And what other shows am I on? I think
I
that's
would
it.
say go watch Valor, but probably half the
Yes.
people who listen to this already watch it.
I got fucking rejected from Valor.
GKS or UAW, watch those two, and probably CTO as well.
Watch
Yeah,
everything.
Since we're all advertising.
Just watch everything.
Watch everything that's ever been produced, ever.
Yeah.
All right? And follow at Seth X
And
Blake.
EFF.
who-
I'll give a shout out to EFF.
Who the fuck is that?
It's a new show that I'm helping out.
Shout out to, what is it, EFF?
Yeah.
EFF.
Shout out, I guess.
Yeah.
Random shout out. There we go. Alrighty.
I guess we're just gonna go and play some Cards Against Humanity now for a couple hours.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
That sounds like a
I
good.
ain't got nothing to do. Well, besides edit this after the fact, but
True,
yeah, it's
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, well,
It's
this
gotta
needs
re-
to render
for
and
our-
send in all that.
All right.
All right. Well, since you guys seem to have a little bit of trouble, doing vocal shit and syncing it up, and I'm gonna give it a couple weeks, and I think we're set.
Well, this is all one file now, so there shouldn't be a problem.
I can sync stuff. I've never had a problem syncing commentary or better yet freaking recordings and stuff like that. But yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, yeah.
All
That
right.
covers everything.
I guess
We'll now
it does.
know who these two assholes are, along
Hey.
with myself as
Right.
an asshole. But yeah, this
We're-
has been Asshole Donnie, and this has been Asshole Seffy.
Goddamn right.
Sethy.
Yes, Seffy. got a fucking problem? Want me to kick your head off? You know what? Fuck you.
Yeah,
Bye.
everybody, that's been the Wrestling Undercove podcast with the American. Actually, you know what? You do it because I fucking shit.
American transvestite.
You want me to do one for you too, Seth?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you better not.
What?
Oh yeah, do it. You know what? Fucking
Yeah.
do it.
With the American tragedy and the master of disaster, leaders of the paradigm shift.
Okay, I can't take that massive disaster shit seriously. Okay, bro.
Oh fuck you! Tunisian death machine. Tunisian death machine. There you go. There you fucking go.
Tunisian death machine.
Tunisian
That sounds
death
even more cringier.
No, it doesn't. Shut up. Look, I'm 16. Everything I'm supposed to do is supposed to be cringy.
Yeah.
Alright. Let me be a
Like,
teenager and try to be
Seth,
edgy, okay?
If I catch your ass on Musically,
You won't.
Seth Blake on Musically.
Hey, dude, I'm 16. You're damn right I'm on music class. I spend my whole fucking day on it.
Freaking.
You're goddamn right. And then I go on the internet and make jokes about Chris Benoit because I'm edgy as fuck.
I'm dead. Okay.
He is too.
All right. This has been the Wrestling Undercove podcast with Donny Octave and Seth Blake, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
You jackasses. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's like
I'm
the
just
5 times.